last hour. Number 6 and 7, JetBlue and Alaska Air. Does there need to be a deal there for them to now more effectively compete?
Thanks for having me. I wouldn't say so in the near term. You can't say never, but airline mergers have been going on for quite some time. There is likely no appetite from the DOJ for American, Delta, United, or Southwest to get much larger in the domestic market on an M&A perspective. That doesn't mean that JetBlue and Alaska could not happen. I wouldn't expect that to happen right now. There's probably more M&A to happen on the low end, on the smaller side of the scale, but that's not in the near future. I don't think that this is like triggering event for a wave of M&A to kind of happen within the space. Airlines are still digesting a lot of what's going on with COVID, trying to get out of the depths of the pandemic. So as we kind of get to a new normal on the other side of all this, maybe, but in the near term, we're not expecting that.
Who has the most? Which airline has the most route overlap with the combined Frontier and Spirit? When we try and think about who is going to be hurt the most by a combination like this.
Yeah, so traditionally, the most competition comes from the network carriers, so the Uniteds of the world, the Americans, Southwest historically. I mean, generally speaking, like clearly on a combined perspective, at 7.5% of industry capacity, you can no longer just push around Spirit and Frontier. They have much more scale than they have in the past, so that's positive for them. So that will be a tougher competitive environment at some point. In the near term, we're not really expecting that. There is still an appetite for things to get back to normal. Everyone's waiting on demand to inflect in the spring and the summer. So we'll see, when we get closer to deal close at year end, where things stand on that front.
Related question for me, Connor. What does it mean, the combination for consumers? What we pay, routes?
Yeah.
Do we notice it?
So, on average, the fares at Spirit and Frontier are significantly lower than their larger competitors. This merger isn't about synergies. It's about growth and scale. Going forward, like these airlines are going to grow at, the fleet is supposed to grow by 12% over the next 5 years on an annual basis. They're not going to shrink. This isn't a merger about getting smaller. It's about getting larger. More scale matters. So I wouldn't expect fares to come under significant pressure as a result of this. They're like right now, Spirit and Frontier will keep things low like they always have, and they'll drive their top line growth mostly through ancillary fares.
Connor, thanks. We appreciate it. Connor Cunningham.
Thank you.